Hello everyone, welcome to another video in my channel. In this video, I will be solving the fourth question in this year's NECO exam on further mathematics. That is question number 4. The A part says, find the equation of a circle whose center is the same as that of the circle x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0 and passes through the point 5, 4. Now the B part says, what is the length of the tangent to the circle x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y minus 27 is equal to 0 from the point 5, 6. So in the A part, we are given two circles. One, the equation of the circle is given, and the other one, we have to find the equation of the other circle. However, that other circle and this circle whose equation is given are concentric circles because they have the same center. So what we need to do now is to find the center point of this given circle and possibly its radius, and then with that information we will use it to get the other circle that passes through this point. Since the other circle passes through this point, when we substitute 5 for x and 4 for y, we are going to get 0. So let's get started. First, I am going to rewrite the equation of the given circle as this: x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 4y is equal to 3. And then I will now put all the x's in one place and all the y's in one place. I have x squared here, x squared, then minus 6x plus y squared plus 4y is equal to 3. Now, I'm rearranging this way because I want to apply completing the square method in finding the center point. Now, for me to do that, I need to add a number to this first part of the quadratic expression. And what I add here must be added here because it is an equation. I will do the same thing here. Whatever I will add to this one to make it factorizable should also be added to this part because it's an equation. So I'm going to do this: x squared minus 6x plus, I will find half square the coefficient of the middle term here, which is minus 6. That becomes minus 6 all over 2, and then square it. I'll do the same thing to this part, plus y squared plus 4y plus 4 over 2, and then square is equal to 3. Now, if I simplify this, minus 6 divided by 2 is minus 3. Minus 3 squared is 9. So I will add 9 here. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 squared is 4. I will also add 4 here. I have just succeeded in making these quadratic expressions factorizable. So I have to take all the terms with squared, put them in the brackets, and square the brackets. In this first part, I have x, which has squared here. Then minus, this is minus 3. Then I'll square it. Plus, I'll do the same thing here. This one has squared. I'll write it. Plus 4 divided by 2 is 2. And then square it. Equals to 3 plus 9 is 12. And 12 plus 4 is 16. It is now in the form of this general representation of equation of a circle, which is x minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equal to r squared. Now, we can compare coefficients. When we do that, a is equal to 3 because this and these are equal. Then, our minus b is equal to 2. That means b is equal to minus 2. And then, r squared is 16. That implies that r is 4 units. So, we just found the radius of the circle whose equation is given and the center point. So, the center point is a, b equals to 3, minus 2. Let's remember I said that the equation of the given circle and the other one that passes through this point are concentric, meaning they have the same center. That means that the other circle which passes through this point has this center point. So we are to find the equation of this other circle. And how can we do that? We now need to find the radius of the other circle. For us to do that, we are going to find the length of the radius. Now, to find the length of the radius, let's call the other circle R2, while this original circle is R1. Now, we are using distance between 2 points. we are working between the center point and this other point, which is 5, 4. Let's call 5, 4 x2, y2, while the first point is x1, y1. So the formula for distance between 2 points is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared, then plus y2 minus y1 squared. So putting the values of x2, y2, x1, y1 here respectively, we have r2, which is the radius of the new circle, is equal to the square root of x2 is 5 minus x1 is 3, square it, plus y2 is 4 minus y1, which is 2, close bracket, and then square. So r2 will now give us the square root of 5 minus 3 is 2, rather, squared, plus minus times minus is plus, 4 plus 2 is 6 squared. So r2 equals to 4 plus 36, which will give us the square root of 40, then 40 units. So the new circle has the radius of 40 units. That means r2 squared will give us 40 as we have it here. Now, let us write the equation of the new circle, since we are asked to find the equation of the new circle. So it becomes x minus 3 squared plus y plus 2 squared is equal to r squared, which is root 40 units. Now expanding this, we have x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus y squared plus 4y plus 4 is equal to, now we have to take all these terms without x or y to the other side. So we have x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 4y is equal to 40 minus 9 and minus 4. This becomes 27, and here is x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 4y equals to 27. We have to put the equation of the circle in the form in which the question appears. So it becomes x squared plus y squared, then minus 6x plus 4y minus 27 is equal to 0. This becomes the equation of the new circle. Now for the B part, we are required to calculate the length of the tangents between this point and the circumference of this new circle. Fortunately, we have the center point of this new circle. The center point is A, B equals to 3, minus 2. Let us remember that. And the radius is 40 units, root 40 units rather. So let us make a sketch of this information. This becomes the axis, and if this is 3, that is distance of x from the center, and here is minus 2, distance of y from the center, here becomes the center point of that circle, and we can draw a circle around that center point. Now, the distance between the point of tangent to this other point, which is 5, 6, is this. So let's make that 5, 6. Here is 5 and here is 6. Here becomes the point. So from this point to that point, we have a tangent formed. Now, since a tangent is formed, from the point where the tangent is made to the center, we have a radius, and angle 90 degrees is formed there. So we are required to find this distance, and this is 5, 6. Then from this point to this point, we can draw a straight line, and so we have a right angle triangle. So we need to find this distance first. We have the radius before we calculate this. I am going to find this distance using the equation for distance between 2 points, which already we have stated. Now the point we are dealing with is this point and the center point. Let's remember the center point is this. So let's here be x2, y2, and here be x1, y1. x2 is 5 and x1 is 3 squared plus y2 is 6, then minus y1 is 2. That's minus 2 rather, then we'll square it. So h will now be 5 minus 3 is 2, and 2 squared is 4, plus 6 minus 2 is 6 plus 2, giving us 8. And 8 squared is 64. Please, let's put 64 here. So h equals to 64 plus 4, giving us 68 units. So, applying Pythagoras theorem, let's remember we are finding this, and this is a right angle triangle. Applying Pythagoras theorem, we have h squared equals to, that's the hypotenuse side, equals to the radius squared plus the distance squared. Then we have this h squared as root of 68 all squared is equal to r squared is this squared, root of 40 all squared, then plus d squared. Now, making d squared the subject, we have 68 because this and this will cancel out, minus this and this will also cancel out, giving us 40 here, equals to d squared. So d squared equals to 68 minus 40, which is 28. And then d is the square root of 28. So we have square root of 28 units.